Greetings, my
Hey sister, how you doing? Did you know that you're beautiful, beautiful? Hey sister, there ain't no choosing. Did you know that you're beautiful, beautiful?
greetings, Salaam alaikum, namaste, etesem, bawani, and the list goes on. My name is Tasia and you are here on the Eyeame channel. Welcome back to our Valentine series, a series designed to help young people navigating the dating scene and offering them the information that I wish I knew. Okay, so we are back with our part 2 of sharing our virginity / our debut. This section is about the things that we should request for our partner and the things that we should be doing together as a team. First thing is that we need to inform our partner that this is our first time, that we are virgins, that we are debuting, so that they are aware of the responsibility and also so that they can decide, because I have heard that some people don't want to take other people's virginity. So just give them that option. I've been thinking about how can we identify a partner that we are sexually compatible with without having to have sex with them, and these are the things that I've also come up with as well. The first thing, I've written it at the end, but it's actually number 1. If he uses violent words in reference to sex, this is not going to be a good situation. If he says things like, I'm going to beat the pussy up, I'm going to shoot up the club, I'm going to fuck you out, violence and sex should not be attached. They're actually kind of contradictory. Firmness, authoritativeness, dominance, these are all things that are sexually pleasing to a lot of people, but aggression and violence, especially when it comes to our debut, you know, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. If you hear him saying violent, if you hear him referencing violent terms in reference to your first time, no baby. So another thing is that our partners should be aware that this debut or this beginning of a sexual experience is primarily about you. In this situation, his gratification, his orgasm comes secondary. The most important person right now is you. Once you start getting into the thing and you have your rhythm and you have your secrets and you know what you like and what you don't like, sex is a mutual act, but this particular event is solely you. If your partner's not a virgin, they should be open to getting an STI test to ensure that you feel comfortable. The STI test is not you saying that they're dirty, but just an act of self-love that you want to ensure that you are being safe, especially as it's your first time. Next points are like little hints that they are going to provide you or be a part of a pleasurable and enjoyable experience. And this is for people that are sexually active now or are yet to be sexually active. So, does he share? Do they share? If he always puts himself in front of you, that's a personality trait, that is a way of being, and that's also going to cross over to the bedroom. They're not going to be concerned about the mutualness of it, the shared experience. They're just there to get theirs and that's it. So look for if they share. Then does he think about your needs when you're not there? Okay, so when I was 19, I was working in a summer school and there was this guy there, it was platonic, obviously. There was this guy there, and like whenever he would go and get munchies, he would ask all of his colleagues what it is that you like. And I would probably order an aloe vera drink, blue Doritos and Skittles. So this one particular occasion, I was actually teaching a class. So when I came back into the office, I saw everybody had their munch and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to go without today. And then he was like, oh Nax, I bought you aloe vera drink. And I remember thinking, he was still thinking about me in my absence. And that is something that we can apply here. Partners that think about us even when we are physically absent, this trait is so ideal because it means that you're on their conscience, you're on their mind, you walk with them, and that also is going to translate to the bedroom. They're not just going to be thinking about this is for me, I enjoy this. They're going to be thinking, how can I make this pleasurable for her too? Is she having a good time? He's going to pay attention attention. That's another thing. Can your partner pick up on your non-verbal cues? Is there a connection? Is there a vibe? Are they in tune with you? I did not know how important it is to have someone that's in tune with you. I remember thinking in the moment, oh my God, what is he doing? Is he reading my mind? Did I say that? And after the act, I remember saying, did I ever say to you that I liked that? He was just like, no, I just picked up from it. I just picked it up. So someone that is able to read your body language or just reads something that's not written about you, it makes the situation so much better. So if we don't have partners that are naturally in tune with us, the next best thing is to look for partners that are curious and studious. What I mean by that is partners that ask you, partners that say like, oh babes, what is that you like? That pay attention, that make notes, that don't think that they know your body better than you know your body. Everyone's body navigates differently. Some people like it fast, some people like it slow, some people like it deep, some people like it shallow, some people like it... All of what I'm saying, it needs to be returned, you know. You two should also be this type of partner. Okay. Now let's move on to things that we should both be looking for. Our partners and ourselves should be able to do these things together. Choose protection. Oh my God. Unprotected sex feels so much better. However, if you don't have children, if you don't have STIs, if you want to be able to have sex with multiple partners and know that nothing is being transmitted, please use protection. Because as much as unprotected feels more sensational, the fear, the amount of mental activity that can go after you've made that decision, it doesn't end up being worth it. So both partners need to have a conversation about what protection is going to be used and what will happen if an STI comes into play, pregnancy comes into play. These are all things that should be discussed well ahead of time. The next thing is both people need to shower and bathe their skin. As I keep on saying, sex is an activity. It can be a sport, and so there's going to be places of your body that need to be cleaned properly, cleaned thoroughly cleaned. And so bathing and showering, you can even do it together, make it saucy. Like, it's a no-brainer. You have to bathe your skin. Both people should check compatibility. Are you culturally compatible? Are you intellectually, socially, sexually, physically, emotionally compatible? One thing is very important. One of the ways that you'll know that you're attracted to somebody is by the way how they smell. We emit phermones. I think I've made reference to this before. Phermones are chemicals in our body that allows for other people to read us, normally being the opposite sex. It gives them information. And so I remember my last sexual partner, I did not like the way he smelled naturally. I didn't even like how he smelled once he put cologne on. That was an indication that I should have not been having sex with him. Your partner, literally just after they've washed, or even when they're a little bit musky, it should be alluring, it should be attracting, it should be magnetic to you. It's an indication that both of your immune... You know what? Let me not go into that. People's music tells you a lot about who they're going to be as sexual partners, and pay attention to the rhythm as well, because it seems to correlate. That was my experience. So it's just something that you could like look out for. Honor your intuition, sisters. I made a video about this very early on. I might need to redo it, but if something says to you, I should not be intimate with him, if your yoni actively clenches up anytime he brushes past you, touches just the small of your back, grazes your hair, and your yoni's like a cho-cho, like sucking itself back in, honor it. Listen to it and find your way out of that situation. Okay, so I hope this information has been helpful. Sisters, I just want you to have sex that is fun, that is healthy, that is wild, that is safe, that is loving, that is enjoyable, that makes you feel woman and beautiful and sensual, and also that your partners get everything that they want from it as well. All right then, sisters, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Take care, and remember, I am in everything.